Yeah.
Hi, hi everyone, welcome to Coding with Vignesh YouTube channel. So as you know, we are conducting mock interview series. As part of that, today we are conducting DSA mock interview, and we have with us Suraj. Welcome Suraj for this mock interview.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. So Suraj, can you please introduce yourself, like your studies and what you're doing?
Yes, sir. My name is Suraj Shahu. I am from Damini.
Mm-hmm.
I did my 10th from Ravinata Tagore Navy School, Nilche. I
Okay.
did my 12th from Abhinav Vidyalaya Junior College.
Mm-hmm.
I did my BTech from Pillai College of Engineering.
Okay.
My skills are Java, JavaScript, MySQL, MongoDB, Node.js, Express.js, and the basics of React.js.
Okay. Cool. So
And my projects are,
yeah, please proceed. Yeah.
yes, sir. My projects are Airbnb project,
Mm-hmm.
then COVID-19 tracker using Raspberry Pi.
Mm-hmm.
After that, simple weather API using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Okay, cool. Fine then. So since it is a DSA round, right? So I just want to know, like, since when you started practicing data structures and algorithms, can you tell?
Yes, sir. From last 1 years, I'm practicing DSA,
Okay.
and so during that time, I enjoy a lot because it's something difficult that it's a challenging for me. That's why.
Okay, cool. Fine then. I think we'll get started. Maybe now you can share your screen. I'll share the question with you. And what we'll do is we'll start with an easy difficulty problem. So based on the performance, we'll increase the complexity.
Sure, sir.
So I'll just start with a simple, easy level problem. Let's see how it goes. I'll share the question in the chat so that you can go through it.
Okay. Sure, sir.
So, yeah, no, yeah. I've pasted the question in the chat. Maybe you can take that to your editor. Yeah, so we'll start with this question. So those who are watching this channel, right, and this video especially, what I would recommend is pause this video, go through the problem, and try to solve the problem with Suraj, so that it will be practice for you also, guys. So this is a easy complexity problem. So what we have to do is it's related to parenthesis. So we have to match the parenthesis. So it's like for every open bracket, if there is a corresponding closed bracket, then it's considered as a valid parenthesis combination. So if it is valid, you have to return true. Otherwise, you have to return false. So this is the problem statement. Suraj, you can go through it once. And once you're ready with the
Yes,
approach, briefly you can explain and start the implementation.
I have one approach.
Yeah, please tell me.
Uh, what I can do, I can take 6 variables. So in one of variables, I will use, I, I will just add that values to it. Like the
Mm.
first is left bracket. Okay. After that, I will just check that if the first bracket is like, if I will just count the length of each and every bracket. Suppose if I have close bracket. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
if the close bracket, starting bracket and closing bracket is equal to 1.
Mm.
So means somehow I am getting that is fulfilling the criteria. Okay. After that square bracket, that I will check the same, that the first starting bracket and closing bracket is equal to 1. Okay.
Okay.
Or maybe if both are same, then yeah, it's true. Otherwise, it's false.
Okay. But actually, there are some other examples. Okay. This is one of the thing useful for those who are watching this video also. Don't just go with only the given examples. Maybe there are 3 examples given in this case. So there can be some other entirely different example. So it's always good to ask some examples possible, or you can also think about any other possible examples and discuss with the interviewer. So don't just go with these 3. So you basically create 6 variables, right?
Yes, sir.
2 for each type of price.
Yes.
So for closing also you are incrementing, right? So what you're trying to achieve?
Sir, if suppose if left curly bracket is equal to right curly bracket, okay.
Mhm.
After that, I will check left square bracket is equal to right square bracket,
Mhm.
and the last one, the left bracket is if all conditions are fulfilling, if all are equal, so it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Actually, it's not fully correct, but let's see. Maybe you can complete it and we'll go through with some examples. Let's see how it goes. After that, also,
Sure,
you
sir.
can fix it. It's fine. Yeah. What are you checking? Sorry.
Uh, the parenthesis, everything I have written is right or not.
Okay. 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 Fine.
Checking for errors.
Okay.
Everything right.
Fine. 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 Fine.
Yes, everything is right. It's getting. Oh, sorry. Yes, sir. Getting
Okay.
output.
Can you try with other inputs also once?
Sure, sir.
Can you please run it?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Can you please try with the second example also once?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Getting.
Cool. So
I'm
it's
getting.
basically working for all the input examples. So that's a good thing. So if I pay something, will you be able to take it, Suraj? So those who are watching this video, right? These three are important cases. So let's see how it goes, whether the code will work or not, we'll get to know. And those who are watching this video, if you have already written some code, please share in the comment section. I'll review that and I'll provide you the suggestions. It's always good to practice even in this kind of videos also, so that you can practice and you can learn the coding. So is it correct or wrong,
Sir,
Suresh?
yes, yes,
But but it's not
okay.
correct, right?
Yeah, yes, it's not correct.
Yeah, because it should be like there should be corresponding ones. If you see, right, the middle two brackets, they are not correct. There is one
Yes,
square and there is another bracket. They're not matching. Since you went ahead with the count of the brackets, right? So this is the problem. Maybe you can run the next example also, like closing bracket and opening bracket combination. There also it will return true, but it is not correct.
yes,
Yeah, any of both are same. Like you can run any of the examples. Yeah. Yeah, you can try to run it. So ideally, right,
it's
the
giving true.
yeah, it's not correct because for every opening bracket there should be closing. So here it is happening other way around, right? There is closing bracket and you're saying true, which is not correct.
Yes,
Take your time. If you want to change your solution, you can go for it.
that's why I'm thinking for another approach.
Definitely. Take time. See if you can improvise.
So I know two-pointer approach, but I don't know how to implement it. Any
Okay.
option?
So two-pointer approach. Mm, okay, you don't know how to implement two-pointer approach. Like, what is two-pointer approach? Can you tell?
Yes, sir. Sir, in this, we can take two variables.
Mm-hmm.
So, we can we can go first to, first one we will check that, even I have closing bracket. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I will check for the next one that is it there or not.
Okay.
After that, if not, I will go, you know what, I will just keep that first index. I will go to second index. I will check that value present is not. If not, then return false. Is
Sorry,
it right?
where is your second pointer? I did not follow that.
So simply, if I use two variables, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then I will check first I will check the first pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that first zeroth index. My,
Mm-hmm.
my first variable pointer will be zeroth index. I will check
Mm-hmm.
the next one. If the value, if closing bracket is present or not. Okay, like that I will go.
But yeah, the challenge here is so with basically two pointer, how will you differentiate what is the corresponding opening and closing bracket? Because there are three types of brackets you have to support, no?
Yes, sir.
Um, okay, I'll give you a hint. Okay, let's see if you can think in that
Yes.
direction. You can use stack. So you can use stack to solve this problem.
Okay, sir. I will try.
So do you know how stack can be used here, or you're just trying to?
Yes, sir. No, sir. I know. For Philo, it follows Philo. First in, last out. Whatever we put in it. So in the end, if you want to retrieve something from it, okay. So it will give us output the last one. Okay. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 5. In the
Mhm.
sequence, if I am putting the value, so if I
Mhm.
want to fetch the value, so in the output I will get 5.
Correct. But how stack is useful in this use case, do you know?
Uh, Actually, sir, what I can do is first I will just divide the string.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I will check my first index. Uh, my first index is equal to, suppose I have written val. Okay, val
Mm-hmm.
dot pitch. If it both are equal, then
Mm-hmm.
okay, I will go on. So I will take one is prime. I will take boolean is prime is equal to true. If any of the condition will be false, so I will just change is prime is equal to false. So in the end, I will get the output. Is it right?
Sorry, I did not follow your approach fully. So, what you will insert basically? So you will keep on inserting. Okay, maybe you can start try writing something. Let's see how it goes. So, are you using
Okay.
integer as a type, or what do you want? Are you sure about the integer type? Stack of
Oh, sorry,
integer?
it's character.
Yeah.
Character. Sorry. Yeah.
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 We are nearing to the end time. Okay. So I'll give you 3 more minutes. After that, we have to go to the feedback.
Yes, sir.
Suraj, I think we have to go for feedback. We are almost nearing to the end. First of all,
Okay.
Suraj, it was nice connecting with you, and thanks for taking time to solve this one problem in this interview. Um, so I'll just point out some of the areas which you can improve. Okay. One is if you just scroll up right to the class name. So you have used Suraj as a class name. What I normally
Yes.
recommend is using our name for class or variables, right? That will not give a relevant meaning to the code. So it's always good to have some name which is relevant to the program which you're writing. That's one thing.
Yes.
And variable names, it is reasonable. Like you took res, maybe you can make it as result and val. And can you just scroll down? So you have some ease data. So you have used some reasonable names. And one good thing I liked is you tried modularization. Like you did not dump everything in the main method. So you created a separate method, valid parenthesis. Maybe you could have used a camel case for valid parenthesis. P could have capital, but it's not a big problem. And it's always good to have separate methods for the functionality so that it's easy to understand what you're writing. And about the execution part, if I have to tell, uh, normally what I recommend is try to understand the problem because just with only 2 3 examples, right, sometimes you may not be able to understand it fully. Like for example, in this problem statement, right, what you could have asked to the interviewer, one is like is it really required, like there should be opening bracket first before the closing bracket, or is it okay to
Yes.
have closing bracket first and opening bracket next? So with that, your logic will change. So there can be some nestings. So you have to consider all the cases, ask questions. Because with the 3 inputs, whatever the approach you came up, right? So with the given 3 inputs, the approach you came up was right. But that was not the only examples, right? Your solution should work for all the cases. So it's always good to ask the interviewer that how many variations are possible. Like it's always good to ask the interviewer that any particular example strike to your mind, right? As I said, closing first, opening nest, some kind of a nesting if it is possible. What if it is empty? So those kind of questions you have to ask and understand the problem. Then you propose a solution. So with that way, like your solution will solve most of the cases. That's one of the good practice you have to follow. And other than that, I think coding wise, I felt like you have some hold. Like since you're a beginner, you are not struggling for small things also. Like some people will not be even aware of the method names, but you know the method names used collections. So those were reasonable. Uh, I think overall, I would say like there is some improvements required, as I told, no, but you are in the right direction. Just that you have to fine tune and maybe you have to solve more problems so that you can get good hold of DSA. So yeah, that's pretty much
Yes.
I wanted to tell you.